Hey guys and girls, welcome to a new playthrough. Hopefully playthrough. I plan on playing a good bit of this. If you guys enjoy it enough, it's gonna continue for a while. But this is Death End Requests, a game I was excited for. Remember the guys over at Ideal Factory and Compile Heart? Essentially, I love these games, and I'm excited to jump into this one. It has a pretty interesting premise. So we're gonna start a new game. Adjust the difficulty. Higher difficulty means tougher foes and less experience, and funds gained from battle. Let's go normal. So this is the DLC for pre-ordering it. I don't know what to expect. I know the basic premise of this game, and I'm ready to try it out. It has a sword art type of vibe with the premise, so that's what really kind of pushed me into like maybe this will be a good one. We're about to find out though. Oh my god, really? It really just did that. It really just crashed on me. That's a bad start. But let's try this again. There you go. Okay. It's all like rebooting. Oh no. A beautiful girl is falling.
Don't give up, SHINA! I've already leveled you past the max! You're in God mode now! Try summoning your power from within. If you don't concentrate, then you'll stand no chance against that thing. Hold strong. Keep your head up. You can do it! Believe in yourself!
I can't. I've never had it in me. Everyone else is gone. I'm the only one left.
Don't give up. Don't give in to despair!
I can't save this
Oh no.
world.
What is she facing? What is that?
SHINA! Behind you! Watch out! SHINA!
A monster, infected by a deadly virus, opened its sinister maw. And sank its razor-sharp fangs into her flesh, locking its jaw onto her before spitting her out.
Damn. Poor Sheena. Oh my gosh. This is kind of darkly and
Thick droplets of her blood were splattered onto
gashes on her abdomen.
Gashes on her abdomen exposed her spinal cord and vital organs. She made 2 tepid steps backward before crumbling to the ground like a marionette with snipped strings.
Damn it! SHINA!
As shock set in, she struggled to make sense of what was happening around her. With a last, desperate breath, she uttered,
Oh. What do we do? Oh my gosh.
SHINA, don't! Hurry! Get away from there!
Is he teleporting her? What's going on? What? No,
Please,
no, it's about to eat her.
Stop!
About to finish her off.
Stop!
Jesus. Oh my gosh.
The monster
Wow.
licked its lips, its taste for blood slowly driving it toward the meek and bloodied prey before it. Its nostrils flared, savoring the anticipation before snapping its jaws around the girl's head
What?
and heaving it into the empty sky. Her freshly removed spinal cord trailed behind her mangled head like a nightmarish comet. Her headless body slammed into the dirt, color draining out of it as it settled into the ever-growing pool of blood.
SHINA! SHINA! Damn it! I couldn't save her in time! God, Buddha, whoever the hell is listening!
Damn.
Damn you! This death end is horrific! You... What is your purpose? God damn it!
Poor Sheena. Jesus.
You, staring at me. Who are you? Are you God? Or are you the devil? What does the end of the world mean?
Philosophical. Hey, there's Sheena. She's back. Is this like like we're going back? Oh,
Just a dream. Or should I
okay,
say
so it
a
wasn't real.
nightmare? What did it mean? Huh? Where am I? Whose house am I in? Actually, who am I? What the? They're wrapped so tight. What are they? Huh? They look like spider legs. Yuck! They gross me out. Huh? What the? What?
If you touch the glowing white key, you will obtain information and items necessary to progress the game. Okay, so we're right into it. So yeah, this is a game about essentially your childhood friend, SHINA, being trapped in the game that you're developing, which is essentially not done. So it's gonna be a little bit of an interesting, I think, turn of events. So this is our save point. We'll make our first save for the game. Start touching things. These two chairs look comfortable. All of the dishes and utensils are still organized in the kitchen, so maybe that family lived here after all. What family?
What's this?
This bed is dressed so neatly. Where could the owners of this house be?
What's this?
What a precious family photograph. There's a young girl and her mother. Maybe... Huh? The mother looks strangely similar to me. It can't be. I must be imagining things. I wonder if this family lived here. Seriously? Why can't I remember anything? Where the hell am I? Wait, I just need to collect my thoughts. Let's just calm down and take a deep breath, I think. If I can't recall my memories, maybe I just need to retrace my steps. Start wherever I can remember and take it from there. It'll be fine. Piece of cake. Okay, can I remember my name? SHINA. Yeah, that's it, SHINA. SHINA, I only remember the first name. But that's okay, it's progress. Still have no idea where I am, though. This house must belong to whoever's posing in this photograph. Something about this house is oddly familiar, like I've stood here before. This girl, too, in the photo, I recognize her from somewhere. Besides, there's still no sign as to how I ended up here. Perhaps I can let this go for now. Okay, what did I do yesterday? Nothing's coming to mind. The longer I stay here, the more depressed I'll become. Maybe I should go outside. If I get some fresh air, it'll all come back to me. Stewing in here without a clue won't do me any good. The only way to get out of a rut is to keep going. Hey, very true. Let's go outside then. Oh, wait. I didn't mean to do that. This meadow is gorgeous. It all feels so... It's all coming back to me. That's right, I'm an adventurer. Once every 2,000 years, the gates to Odyssea, the mystical sky capital, open up. To adventures that are pure of heart. Naturally, a city in the sky isn't exactly easy to find, so I had to set off for Hartis, the military kingdom, to find more information. In a stroke of good luck, one of the local guilds in Hartis let me reside in this house for the duration of my stay here. Oh, what a relief. I was beginning to panic, thinking that my memories would never return. Well, I've got a sword which should come in handy for whatever I'm off to. I'm SHINA the Adventurer. Time for me to see Odyssea, the legendary city in the sky. Guess that explains why I got these legs dangling underneath my dress. Wow, everything's coming back to me. When it rains, it pours. They say that people who visit Odyssea discover riches and happiness beyond their wildest dreams. Wait for me, Mother. I promise I'll find Odyssea and bring you the happiness you need. Anyway, this place... Is there no one else around? Okay, so I can dash. We got some red fruit. Let's grab all of that. This box loot like all over the place.
What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this?
Come to think of it, did I even bother to eat yesterday? The memory still escapes me, in fact. I have no idea how long I was asleep, and this kingdom doesn't resemble how it looked when I first got here. I don't remember it looking this desolate. Hardest aggressive tactic of invading nearby kingdoms landed them a less than favorable reputation, meaning they had few allies. Sturfil, Gowan, Rosari, Tuora. Even so, what army is capable of wiping a kingdom off the face of the world? I shudder to think about what kind of power is at play here. I wonder what happened. Tell me, where did my memories go? Oh, oh God, what's happening?
Huh? Did someone scream just now? Where did it come from? Where are you? Please, answer me!
I have to find whoever that was. Wait, she's getting like tired. Can we not run infinitely? Is that not a thing? What is this? Oh. It's a little mouse.
Somebody!
A mouse man.
Oh no! Someone's being attacked by a monster. I have to help somehow. But do I even know how to fight? He'll be fine. That's what muscle memory's for, right? I'm sure I'll get the hang of it. Ready for battle.
Alright. Combat time. Press the triangle button. You can set a max of 3 attacks freely. And we have knockback attacks that we can deal with. Okay. So it's got a battle system similar to Hyperdimension. From what it looks like, essentially.
All right.
Yeah, with the cones. Yeah, this is exactly. Okay. So what we're gonna do is just do that.
Deleted.
So that's cool. We got some knockback attacks. Oh, I threw that dude in the other one. I was happy about that. Come on, guys. Let's chill out a little bit.
Leave it to me.
All
right.
right.
Got him.
There you go.
Blast off.
Medi. Oh, he healed himself.
Let's go.
Okay. So now,
All right.
let's hit that worm. Right there.
Hey. See? Home
There you go. Nice. And the wall, I think, just killed him.
Deleted. right. Yeah! Got him! Deleted. Oh! Victory! Alright! I'll work harder. I managed to kill it.
Are you all right?
Oh God, no, no, no! I didn't mean to do that.
On the contrary, I should be the one that... Pardon me, I haven't yet introduced
Rook.
myself. My name is Rook. As you have likely gathered by now, I am a traveling merchant by trade.
Nice to meet you. I'm SHINA, an adventurer.
A pleasure. Lately, martyrs have been taking to crowding these trails, making it impossible for me to sell my wares in peace.
What's a martyr?
Oh, haven't you heard?
Well, you see, I actually just woke up a few moments ago with no recollection of how I got there. My memory's fuzzy.
What? Oh, how awful. Martyrs are monsters that have been touched by the kiss of madness.
The kiss of madness.
Yes, for a few months now, reports of monsters attacking people have been increasing to a frightening degree.
What? Did you say a few months? How did I not remember any of this?
Much has changed in the last year. Do you really remember nothing?
Not a thing.
Not even what you ate yesterday?
Nope.
Most unfortunate.
Why would he want to know what I
Well,
ate
can't let it
yesterday?
bring me down. Things will turn up sooner or later.
What makes you say that?
My mother always told me that someone up there is watching out for me.
I see. Your mother sounds like a devout woman. Surely our Lord will shine upon you with his blessings. Amnesia is nothing to scoff at. I can imagine how confusing all of this must be. So I will try to help you in the...
Then, would you mind catching me up on everything I've missed?
Well, you needn't burden yourself with the sad tale of this fallen world. Some things are better left unsaid.
I want to know it all. Please, tell me.
Very well, then. Allow me to tell you about the Entoma Scourge. 1 year ago, the world as we had known it ceased to exist. On that fateful day, a terrifying beast came down from the heavens and unleashed catastrophe across the entire country.
What? What do you mean? What's an Entoma?
The Entoma was a curse from the gods, a living, breathing embodiment of atrocity, brought to life by the despicable sins committed by our people.
An Entoma.
Vanity and greed became the gospels of our time. The rich became richer, and the poor became poorer. Soon, it seemed people had forgotten how to love. In no time at all, the thin fabric holding friends and family together was torn asunder. Constant threats of war and invasion gave corrupt nobles the chance to tax every cent from out of their subjects' pockets. Desperation birthed from a widening gap betwixt the rich and poor. Thievery and violence became commonplace. Lives lost over loaves of bread. The nobility cackled atop their high towers, taking pleasure in watching their subjects turn on one another while they sipped their wine. The notion of salvation became a fool's currency. Eventually, the destitute and starving citizens had reached a point of no return. One by one, they fell to their knees onto the ragged earth, begging for death as mercy from their constant suffering. Memories of our vibrant past were tossed into the graves of those brave enough to remember them. That is, until the scourge had ripped the heavens in half without warning. It cut through the sky like steel through flesh, flattened our mountain ranges, and ruined our forests and seas with a divine rainbow light. The beast itself had later become known as Heaven's Messenger, striking fear into the hearts of those unlucky enough to cross its path. Furious with our people's disregard for life, God saw fit to punish us without warning. We had no choice but to accept.
Heaven's messenger? Divine punishment?
Damn.
Within 10 days, the beast destroyed not only Heartis, but each of the surrounding kingdoms.
Jesus, so everything's all just...
Mankind was beside itself, without recourse or any chance of retaliation. Men, women, and children were being killed, left and right. Just when we thought that all hope was lost, our long-awaited salvation had finally arrived. The monster's body had suddenly frozen and shattered into pieces.
What happened to it?
That I do not know. All we know for certain is the monster's shattered fragments rained down upon our world, leaving little behind save for its terrible memory in our minds. Spared from their accursed tyranny, the people celebrated in the streets.
So there are survivors aside from us?
Yes, although few and far between. Some of them still live in small enclaves. However, the fact that you lack any recollection of this event means you were asleep, not for a few months, but for over a year.
I have no idea how I lost my memory, so I'll just have to fill in the blanks somehow. I appreciate you taking the time to recount what I've missed. Seems like I've got a lot of catching up to do.
Ah, you impress me. It's rare to find someone whose nose is still pointed towards the future. SHINA, there's a bit more to this story. Many who survived the calamity experienced a strange emotional shift, proclaiming to dedicate their lives to piety. People had interpreted their salvation as a miracle, and thus were eager to pay it forth to prevent another monster from appearing. As of a few months ago, however, this ended with a few alarming consequences.
How so?
An event known as the Mass Consternation. Odd, unexplainable happenings popping up out of nowhere. In one instance, a man had evaporated like smoke in his own bedroom. A woman claimed to see God's light before slitting her own throat.
What?
I heard of one village that committed a mass suicide by drowning, jumping into the ocean like a pack of rats from a sinking ship.
Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know. It was as if they were martyrs, suffering for the sake of avoiding retribution. It was around this time that monsters started to appear yet again, igniting fear into those who had survived to remember their ghastly deeds. Eventually, people began suspecting that the souls of these recently departed martyrs learned how to inhabit the bodies of monsters. Hence, monsters began attacking innocent people without warning. At least, that was the rumor. The name soon stuck, and these beasts you see roaming around are what we now refer to as martyrs. Crowds of frightened town-goers would look up at the sky at once and mutter, "We are forsaken."
I don't understand. What could compel people to end their own lives? There has to be some explanation, right?
You're wise, SHINA. As you stated, we had eventually discovered the reason for the mysterious slew of mass suicides. It appears you have one attached to your leg as well. That is the mark of the Entoma, the catalyst that drives people to madness. Unfortunately, you will soon feel its effects as it slowly eats away at your mind.
What? He must mean the spider legs.
So that's Entoma's mark of madness.
What the? It's moving? It's fluttering up my skirt.
Oh God.
That, my dear, is proof of your curse. It has a mind of its own, ensnaring its hapless prey while slowly corrupting it over time. If inorganic matter is touched by the curse, then it eventually withers away. If it latches onto a living thing, however,
Then what happens?
their brains become infected to the point that they spiral out of control. You might be a bigger threat to yourself than you think.
That's not good.
Now that monsters and this damned Entoma have all but doomed this place, there is little for anyone to do other than watch the gradual and tragic demise of our world. Oh, goodness me. In times as bleak as these, it feels like a real labor to go on living. Huh? What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. I think I just have a stomachache.
Oh no! Forgive me. I've spent all this time...
I'm fine. It'll subside in a bit. If everything you said was true, about the curse and the end of the world, then I'm so sorry. Somehow, though, I'm still happy.
But how can you?
It makes me think. Meeting someone new and learning something about them feels like a miracle of its own at times.
Aw, she's so nice.
When I see my reflection in someone else's eyes, I can't help but blush. For a brief moment, my life has purpose. Knowing that I matter to someone else brings me joy. It's hard to explain.
Joy, huh?
Yes. So, Rook, you just need to... I'm so sorry. That was rude of me.
It's fine. Because of what you just said, I am reminded that life still holds some splendor. Thank you for sharing that beautiful sentiment.
You're welcome.
I've no doubt that someday we will find a way to lift the curse of the Entoma from our land.
Just don't give up hope.
If I learn anything more about it, then you'll be the first to know.
Really? Thank you. Well, guess I'll be seeing you around, Rook. The world needs me.
SHINA, where are you going?
I'm an adventurer. There's only one place for me to go. The place where all adventurers dream of. The mystical sky capital, Odyssea.
Odyssea? Are you sure that such a place even exists? All of what I just mentioned, including Heaven's Messenger, is a little more than hearsay. Stories to scare young children.
Of course it exists. Dream a little, Rook. I'm sorry. I spoke out of turn again.
Oh, please, I don't mind. So, do you have any clue how to reach Odyssea?
Well...
Additionally, extensive travel requires adequate funds. Are you well prepared?
I have nothing, actually.
Apologies. Judging by your reaction, the answer would seem to be no. Oh, come to think of it, I recall the king had announced that he was recruiting new guards. Why don't you try gaining some money?
Sounds good.
Really?
I'd love to see a king.
I'd love to.
In that case, let me show you how to reach the palace. Follow this corner, then make a left down this path.
Wow, thank you. See you around.
Good luck out there, young traveler.
Peace out, Rook.
Bless you, Rook. Good luck to you, too.
A little happiness in some dark times, you know?
What a spry thing. If the next generation has as much spirit as her, then perhaps there's hope yet for the future of our world. However, it might be too late.
Stop being so down, Rook. Gosh. Melodrama. Made it. So this is the palace, huh? It's humongous from the outside. I think I'm gonna actually end this part off here, guys. Next time we're gonna explore the palace. We're gonna see if we can get a job, I guess as like a bodyguard for the king, and we'll go from there. Leave a like, subscribe, share with a friend. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all then. Bye bye.